Okay, so I spent the last week or so ish playing through Astro Bot, and I heard incredible things about this game when it came out. It won Game of the Year last year. It is the current reigning undisputed Game of the Year. And a friend of mine who absolutely loves platformers gave this like his highest commendation. He's like, "It's fantastic. You need to play it. Go check it out." And now that I have 100%ed the base game, I would also give Astrobot a full recommendation. So, going over like the very basic plot. So, Astro's PS5 shaped ship is attacked by this big green alien who steals all of the parts. And Astro travels to all these different planets on his PS5 controller shaped like little ship. He will literally jump on it. You'll see it like fly around and you can control it in certain levels. Like it's so goofy and so silly. Like, I absolutely love it. But so he flies around on his PS5 controller so he can save the passengers of the ship, the majority of which are based on characters who have played on Sony, or excuse me, who have appeared on Sony platforms, and to recover the ship's parts. Like the motherboard, I think that's one. It's like the hard drive, like the motherboard, the fan, like all that kind of shit. It's a giant celebration of all things PlayStation, which is very fitting because it came out on the 30th anniversary. Not the exact day, but the 30th anniversary year. And while there are some notable admissions, like there's no Square characters. I didn't see Cloud anywhere in the game. No Sephiroth. No Sora. That one really gets to me. I've talked about Kingdom Hearts several times on the channel. You know, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Not seeing Kingdom Hearts, that one guts me. The fact that Cloud isn't here is very notable. But aside from that, the lineup in this game is fucking crazy. Like, we get some of the obvious characters. We got Crash, we've got Spyro, we have Aloy, we have Kratos. So we got, like, the old favorites and, you know, some of the new characters as well. I mean, Kratos isn't new. He was on the PS2, but anyways, you kind of know what I mean. You get a little bit of everything. We get some famous third parties that have showed up on Sony. Like, we get multiple Persona characters. We get Aigis from 3, Teddy from 4, and Joker from 5. We get a decent amount of Resident Evil characters, Metal Gear characters. Hosea was really happy when he noticed Psycho Mantis at, like, the third level. He's like, wait, is that Psycho Mantis? Like, yeah, I was not thinking Psycho Mantis was going to be in the game, but he's a fucking bot. We get some Tekken characters, like Heihachi's not till some of the post-game stuff. Like, I was pretty happy seeing Kazuya. I was really happy seeing Kiryu. I have not played any of the Yakuza or Like a Dragon games, but the same buddy that recommended I play Astro Bot is really into that series. So I was like, okay, I know he was really happy when he saw Kiryu. And then just some other, like, deep cuts. Like, I was not fucking expecting Mr. Mosquito, and neither was Jose. Both of us were just like, what the fuck? What is Mr. Mosquito doing here? And Clay's like, who the fuck is Mr. Mosquito? It's like, exactly. That's why we're so surprised that he's here. So, yeah, there's times where I get a little bit cynical, and I'm like, okay, this game just feels like it's a giant ad for PlayStation, but again, it's their own console. Like, why wouldn't they make an ad for themselves? It's the 30th anniversary. Why wouldn't they celebrate themselves? I think it's actually super neat and endearing. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but like I said, there's a big green alien that's like taking all of the, takes all the pieces of the PS5 and shit. I'm like, I don't know, but I associate Xbox with the color green. And I think the name, what is the name of it? It's like Nebula, like, I think there's an X. It's like Nebula X or some shit. I'm like, is this supposed to represent Xbox? Because that's really funny if it does, which makes me wonder, in the inevitable sequel, because this game did so well, like, there's going to be a sequel at some point, is it gonna be about, like, fighting Nintendo? Like, is Mario gonna be the super boss or some shit? That would be kind of fun. And I guess kind of getting into the Nintendo stuff, it's despite the fact that this is a PlayStation game, very clearly in several kinds of ways, I most often see the game being compared to Mario. And I think they even, Team Asobi had even said, like, Mario was a really big inspiration to us and how we made the game. Every individual planet is this, like, fully explorable level with all kinds of goodies to collect, which is very not unlike something like Sunshine, Odyssey, 64. Personally, though, I like an Astro Bot most to Kirby. between the very cutesy aesthetic, like I think it's literally the third level is just an X cream level. Like this feels like something out of a Kirby game. The way collectibles are often hidden throughout the stages, and the overall difficulty curve is very Kirby-like. The base game isn't particularly hard, and while the collectibles and secret exits can be pretty well hidden, they're generally pretty forgiving and easy to find if you're really looking for them. Also, anytime you finish a level and you go back to it, there's like a radar thing that's available that will just help you find secrets. And honestly, I found that super convenient and really appreciated it. The challenge levels, on the other hand, are fucking ass. So, in several of the worlds, you'll be like, okay, here's the triangle levels, and then here's the square levels, etc., for every button. And by the way, this is the X button. I don't care if they call it the cross. This is the fucking X button. But some of those are really rough. And then once you've gotten every base game bought, because the DLC adds some other stuff, and I did the like Christmas level, I thought it was really pleasant. I've done like a couple, I think I did one time attack level and a couple other like the post-game challenge levels. Like, look, I'm good, man. I don't really want to do all this other shit. But I don't remember what it's called. It's like the final challenge, like the grand finale. It's something like that, where it's like, okay, this is your reward for 100% completion is you get this last level, and it's rough. To me, I felt like I was playing Celeste at time, with just like some of like the bullshit I had to do. But I did do that level, and I felt really good after beating it. Overall, this is a game that really oozes charm. Like there's literally spots in some levels where, you know, those, I don't know what they're actually called, but like those cutouts where you put your head through to take a picture. There's just like things in there. Like there's several of those like across the different levels where it's like, yeah, it's just a nice little spot for you to chill, relax, maybe snap a little picture of Astro. This is how like pleasant and cute the game is. I fucking love it. There's those, the controller will often make like little sounds and vibrations, which just makes it feel a lot more immersive, some of which are important, where there'll be some like little blocks where you have to feel the vibration to know to push it or like to jump on it. Other times you just kind of feel the little rumble of Astro like walking on the ground. And again, I like those little bits of immersion. So there's this one level in the second galaxy. I don't remember which planet it is. It's like one of the first ones there, where at the end you fight this mini boss. They're called the Tama Trio because Tama means egg, and it's these 3 baby birds that are still in their eggs. So the way this fight works is you're using one of your power-ups. I'll talk about the power-ups in a second, which is this elephant vacuum cleaner. So you suck up some honey, and you make a little honey platform, which you can boom, boom, bounce on because honey is very blobby. You use that to get on top of the first egg. Astro's double jump. It's less for verticality and more for being horizontal, but he shoots this laser on the ground, which, you know, kind of lets him go. So you use the laser to crack open the top of the egg, revealing the yolk on top, and you use the elephant to suck up the yolk of the baby bird, killing it, and then rinse and repeat. It's so fucking deranged. Like, it reminds me a lot of that scene for Shrek. And the bird gets all big and explodes, and then she cooks the remaining, like, the eggs for breakfast. That's how that feels. And there's other things in Astro Bot that feel like that. Like, anytime you find a bot, you don't just, like, give it a high five. You, like, kind of punch it, and then it, like, goes into your controller. Like, the game's pretty violent. Like, it's a cartoon, fun kind of violent, but it's very violent, and I'm not gonna lie, I appreciated that. I love how deranged this game is. The power-ups, to me, they're kind of hit and miss. Like, there's 2 that are very similar. There's, like, a dog, because they're all animal-based, but some of them I don't remember. Like, I don't remember what the clock's animal is. I think it's a pig, but I also think that's what the inflatable thing is. But just kind of going over the base power-ups. There's 2 thrusters. There's a horizontal thruster and a vertical thruster. I think those are okay. I don't love them. There's a monkey that goes on your back, and you have to use the, like, gyro controls. And I think it's a little jank. Like, it's not terrible, but can feel a little jank at times, where you're kind of using the monkey's hands to, like, climb shit, or you can grab stuff and throw it. I think the monkey's kind of fun. There's a penguin, which is used in the water level. And it's like the one level of the game I really didn't like because of how weird the water feels to control, or like controlling Astro while he's in the water. And even the penguin, it's supposed to, make you go really fast. You can jump out of the water and get a lot of air, but it controls weird, so I didn't really like it. So there's these like boxing gloves, and there's supposed to be a frog where it's just fun. I just really liked these. You're just punching the shit out of things. Or like there's platforms where you like punch it, you stick to it, and then you start swinging. I really liked those. The clock slows down time. The casino level is incredibly fun because of how it uses that. It's one of the challenge levels I made sure to do because I really like the clock. Oh, I didn't write down the ball. The iron ball is an incredibly fucking fun power-up. The level that introduces it, it's like hieroglyph pyramid or something like that. That's also one of my favorite levels in the game. I absolutely loved this thing. The elephant vacuum is really cool. I really like it. There's I mentioned the inflatable thing. It's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think it's just like it's fine whenever it shows up. There's one that doesn't show up until like the end of the Secret Worlds, which is I kept thinking it was a monkey because like it's a pair like symbols that go together. I'm like, oh, it's a monkey. No, it's a bear, but the bear is really fun. I actually think it's like super endearing as well. That's all. Like I think it's called Final Encore. Easily one of my favorite levels in the game. And then there's the mouse. I think that's the only other one. What I hate about the mouse is how horribly underused it is. It has one level, and then it shows up in, like, the Christmas level that has all the power-ups in it. Aside from that, no. Like, I don't think it can show up during the final boss. I don't think... Because I think there was, like, another level that used a lot of the power-ups. And I guess that's kind of like the penguin. It's pretty underused as well, but I didn't miss the penguin when it didn't show up more. I missed the mouse. That one level, what's called like downsized or something, is also a favorite of mine. There's a lot of favorite levels in the game. Just overall, I had a lot of fun with Astro Bot, and I've seen jokes about how finally the PS5 has a game. I'm glad that the PS5 does finally have a game, and that it's a really good one. If you haven't checked it out yet, I would highly recommend doing so.